Hello and welcome to Teacher Stories. So today we are going to have a lot to talk about. First, we'll talk about our guests will tell us her journeys and passion and everything she's about as an educator. And then we'll talk about celebrating Teachers Day. We'll also talk about two videos I came across this morning. It had to do with teachers' method of discipline. We would like to hear your side of the story. We'd like to hear your opinion. So as you join us, please do well to subscribe to this channel so that you can support Teacher's Story to grow. My name is Ibiere Brown, and I am your host. My guest today is someone I call Small Pepper. Reason is that I met her on Lyft. I met her on Lyft, and Lyft is an acronym for LinkedIn for Teachers. And what we do is we go on a 2 weeks challenge where we get to, do some tasks that our coach give to us. And one of those times that she came on the challenge, I think there was an issue. I can't remember exactly what. And then I had to go into her DM to try to understand, explain to her what they needed her to do. But since then, she's been my very good friend on Lyft. In fact, they call her my best friend on on Lyft. Her name is Oluwatobi Oyedele. Now, who is Oluwatobi
Um,
Oyedele? She is an experienced
okay.
educator and child development advocate with 13 years in education industry where she has successfully led and managed schools and educational programs. She is the founder of Rare Tutors Limited and Learn with Toby brand, and also runs Rare Spring International, a comprehensive crèche after school weekend and holiday care initiative for children. She is passionate about nurturing children's growth and empowering educators and parents. She also embodies her brand slogan, which is Lead, Teach, and Earn, inspiring excellence in teaching and learning. Everyone, welcome Oluwatobi. Hi, dear. It's nice to have you here.
I am clapping for myself, even if I know they're clapping for me out there. So I am doing the honors, clapping for myself. It's so good to hear
We are
people
all
talk about
clapping for
you,
you.
and it's all amazing. Yes, you've said a lot about me, and I'm happy to be here. Opportunities like this are where we kind of like showcase ourselves because we believe small platforms will become bigger platforms, and we are all supporting each other till we get to that level where we'll be like, you know what, Ivy is my friend. We started together. You can't take me away. We are in this together. And it's something I'll be proud of, seeing my friend grow to the next level. My friend start getting monetization from YouTube because she's putting in the work, putting in the effort, and I am a contributor to that success. So I'm happy to be here today.
Yes, thank you so much. Like your support, I could feel it from the very first day, and I'm super grateful. Thank you for joining us. So, like I said
You're
earlier, we're
welcome.
going to have a lot to talk about. We'll talk about all you have achieved as an educator, how you started, and then we'll move on to talking about celebrating Teachers Day. And then, like I
Okay.
mentioned, the two videos we came across this morning. You said you had seen one
Okay.
yesterday, so we'll talk about
Yeah.
that. So just tell us, how did you start? Did you just wake up in the morning and decided you wanted to be a teacher? So tell us, how did you start?
Okay. For me, this teacher's journey is something that it came from nowhere. It came from nowhere. I For all my life I never wrote jam, so not because jam jammed me. All my life I have never written jam. Another one is, all my life, even while growing up, I have changed about two professions. There was a time because I acted the drama, I wanted to be a doctor because I acted as a nurse. Oh, and they said, "Doctor, doctor, there is an emergency." I was the one that acted that one. So, childhood dreams and all that. And I was like, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
a nurse. I'm gonna be a doctor and all that. But while growing up again, I realized I don't know math though. Sciences is not my strength. Then I said I want to be an accountant because I love the corporate thinking, the bank, and all that. But I don't know math. I know business studies, but I don't know mathematics, so I can't be good in accounting. So I said
Okay.
I ran away from there. Then I went to the art class, and then for that I said I want to become a mass communicator, which I'm still going to do anyway because I know I'm good at it. So I wasn't ready to pursue all those. Let's go to school. Let's go. I was just there. I was just me, and then I was just about very little age, and I picked up a job in the school. Till today, my first salary they did not pay me, and it's still painful because even from that first job, I have been someone who would always stand up for myself in the face of you're my boss, in the face of you own the job, in the face of you are a parent but you're messing up. I'm gonna put it to you, is either I walk out of the job or they reprimand me. Something will just, there's consequences, but I would have passed my message before your consequences comes in. So I think something happened at that school, and I spoke my mind. And you are owing us money for 2 months. How much do you even want to pay me that time? Maybe 3,000 naira. And you are doing shakara like this. So the money is now 6K or 8,000 or something. And I said, if everyone is doing this, you are eating in your house, you are doing this in your house, why can't you pay? If they are not paying, jack them up, let them pay your school fees and everything. So
Yeah.
from there on, and then I kept on. So that was it for me. And then when I started going, when I started teaching in different schools, and I said, okay, let me go to College of Education. My sisters were going to College of Education. They attended College of Education. My elder sister did N2, what did they call it before NCE. Then she went to LASU and all that. So the moment I started as, oh God, the moment I started as, stop moving it around. The moment I started as, the moment I started as a class teacher in a proper school, a proper nursery school, I'm
Okay.
very social. I'm very loud. My
Yeah.
voice is very loud. I don't hide my feelings and everything. It's that I know I started having this. People started picking interest. Like, okay, head this, do that, and in the corner of the Baba, I can. His son is late now. His son that was my person that I would go to and say, ah, yes, this one is the school fault though. It's not the teacher's fault. I'll go to them. That's how bold I am. I'll be like, ah,
Mm-hmm.
Baba, you are the one that messed up this time. The teacher did not do anything to you at all. The first day that Baba was like, are you talking to me like that? This one. I said, Baba, the truth has to be told. You messed up. They didn't. And then stylishly, Baba made me head of nursery. Well, and my salary did not change. Then I told his son that is my friend, I said, Baratimi, Baba cannot give me. It's not that I've understood the concept of. I was a good teacher, but I've not understood the concept of the educational
Concept.
body or
Yeah.
the educational system as a whole. But I
Yeah.
know if I'm still in the class, but you made me supervisor for nursery, something's supposed to add up. And I went to meet Baba. I said, Baba, what's happening? Why can't I get anything from this level up? But I'm doing more work now. You asked me to supervise this, supervise that. I started bringing social activities to the school. And parents are
Okay.
like, yes, this is what the school is missing, blah, blah, blah. And Baba said, okay, I'll add so amount to your money. And I told Baba, I said, Baba, if you can't add this amount, I'm going to my daddy's house. Ah, Baba said, where did I see you? You're right, Bobo Tiredo. O ti de gbogbo ẹja sí mi lọ́rùn. So that was me speaking up for myself at that time, that
Yeah.
about this thing cannot be going on like this. And from there, I've been transitioning. I transitioned, and I went to Saudi Arabia. I worked as an English room teacher. I came
Wow.
back to Nigeria, picked up myself because the time I came back, I spent about 3 years plus in Saudi Arabia. And by the
Wow.
time I came back, education is not what I left it to be. It was like something moved on really, really fast. Like I was greatly behind. But guess what? I
Wow.
did not stop. Oh, in a
Okay.
year, in less than a year, I think I spent over 1.5 million on on certifications, just to put myself back on point. 2023 was that year. I spent a lot of money.
I needed to say it again. I needed to say it again because this is the point
In
I was trying
in
to make
the
earlier
year
today.
2023, I came back
Okay.
from Saudi Arabia 2022. In
Okay.
the year 2023, I spent
Hmm.
nothing less than 1.5 million on
On
certification courses.
certifications. Wow.
Yes, just to put
Wow.
myself on the map. And I'll tell you this today. Between that 2023, I became assistant head of school. From there, I became an head of school. That short period. And I did my job so well. And before I
Okay.
left Nigeria, I was just head of nursery, head of department, head of this, head of that. I was in key roles. In fact, if I was part of the decision makers in school, but not to the
Okay.
level of not to the level of being not
Head
to the
teacher.
level of being a head teacher or assistant head teacher or something. And the
Okay.
moment the head of school left, I thought they would bring another person, and the lady was like, the owner of the school was like, you can do it. That's because as soon as I'm doing all those courses in 2023, I was sending it to our email. I've leveled up, take it. I've leveled up, take it. I've leveled up, take it. And that's just because of those courses. I became very bold. I am a different person. You can't tell me what is not. I became the teacher that will collect 40,000 or something to a teacher that is talking numbers, like real numbers. I'm not even taking the numbers I want yet. But guess what? I am not where I used to be. Now when it comes to
Awesome.
this teacher, parent, I'm
Hmm.
an advocate of, when it's the school fault, we take it. When it's the teacher's fault, we take it. When it's the parent's fault, me, I'll face you. I don't mind. I don't care. You're gonna get upset. We're gonna apologize. One thing is, it that you leave or you stay, or we get better. Is it that
Awesome.
if you don't get better, if we don't complain, if we don't make changes, if we don't
Yeah.
give ourselves constructive criticism,
Hmm.
we're not gonna go nowhere. We're just gonna be stopped. So for
Sure.
me, one thing I think schools generally are lacking is,
Hmm.
yes, in fact, the parents are not your clientels. The pupils are your clientels. And whatever
Hmm.
is going on with the pupils is your number one priority. Now, the
Hmm.
way the teacher wants to do the teaching and learning process delivery is when the
Hmm.
mental state of the teacher is sane. And now, what makes the mental state of a teacher sane? When a teacher is
Hmm.
happy, the teacher delivers anything. Even a dumb teacher will deliver everything. When a
When
teacher is
when
happy,
the teacher is saying
yes,
we.
because happiness can make you
Hmm.
sane. So when that teacher is happy, forget it. Even if the teacher doesn't know Jack, the teacher is pushing that, no, I need to deliver. Now I tell people this.
Oluwatobi,
These are
I'm trying to hold myself not to jump the gun with questions because you're saying a lot of things that are supposed to be answering the question as to why teachers handle pupils the way they do. I'm
of
trying to hold
course,
myself on this because I'm so upset and I feel so irritated about those videos I saw today. But so I need you to
yes.
say those things again. So when the teacher is saying, are you saying that is only when the teacher is happy that the teacher can be sane, and the happiness is defined on salary? Because I can be upset at
It's not
home.
just
I can be
salary.
upset. Okay, hold on. I can be upset at home. Maybe something happened. I'm running late and I'm upset. I don't take my emotions to school. But it looks as if that some people take their emotions to school and they carry it out on the pupil or students that they are teaching. So what quantifies us being sane, please? Is it the salary?
Okay,
Because I don't think
thank
so.
you. Okay, I will say this, and because before we got this far, before we get to this age, we
Hmm.
were once children. And
Yes.
in the life of a child, we say we have different kind of development, right? We have the
Hmm.
social development, we have the educational development, we have the emotional development, we have the physical development. Now, for everyone in this world, emotional
Hmm.
development is a key factor to who you are. Physical
Okay.
development is a key factor to who you are. academical development is key factor to who you are. So whether we like it or not, we can't take this away from you as a human. Whether you're a teacher, whether you're the pupil, whether now it takes me. I might have a bad O, but if my
Okay.
work is a happy place, I am coming with the head that I know when I'm gonna get to work. Even if I just give them this flavor of face, they'll be like, hello, what's happening? And that's the environment I breed. When
So what
I
makes it
look
a
at
happy
you,
place?
of
So what makes it
course,
a
when
happy
I look
place?
at you, I'll be like, when I first ask you, hello,
Yes.
Missy Berry, who
Mm-hmm.
collected your bread? You will laugh down because I am already tapping into it like, no, this is not the face I know. And I might just say, you know what? Do you want? I have stick sweet though. Do you want stick sweet? Okay, do you know what? This morning I'll do circle time with your children by myself. I'm gonna sit with them. You just take your time, 40 minutes. You should snap out of that. We are gonna talk about it later. Whether you like it or not, we all need to grow. We all are breathing. We all are humans. So if I am leaving a scary place, I should be coming into a
Mm-hmm.
place where I know, even with all my, even if I am not professionally dumping my emotions at home, they see through me and they be like, okay, you know what? Yes, we see you and we know that there's something wrong there. And guess what? Yes, we are going to talk about it later. But okay, to make your day feel better, let me do this. And then before that
Mm-hmm.
teacher handles that class, the teacher will be calm.
Mm-hmm.
A workplace should be a safe place.
Okay.
It's not about the salary.
Okay. So
It's
you are saying,
basic human
okay,
treatment. Basic human treatment. I am that kind of
I
person.
get it.
I
I
like
get it.
treating people good.
I get
So
it.
that's it for me.
Okay, so the conversation is heated up already. So I get it. Now let's talk about the teacher who locks the child in the classroom and went home. The child was lucky enough to be discovered by maybe some people passerby or something. I don't know how they discovered that child in that video. And I'm so glad that you saw that video. The school is somewhere in Enugu. I'm not afraid to mention it because it was also mentioned in the video. So are you saying that the happy place, the school should be the happy place? I agree. Now, who is making it the happy place should be my colleagues or my head of school. My head of school does not have the time. I work in a public school, and I do not expect my head of school to come and make the workplace a happy place. Is my is in my power. I choose happiness. Every teacher should choose that. So no matter what we are going through, no matter the salary that's not making us happy, we shouldn't rub it off on the child. Are you saying that that particular teacher was is not sane or is not working in a happy place based on what you are saying?
Okay. Okay, I will say this real quick. You made mention of something saying the HM doesn't have the time to do this, do that.
No,
But
no.
the responsibility of happiness is from the HM to you, from you to your co-colleagues, from your co-colleagues to the children. Do you understand? Now, for me, have you? I don't know if you've heard of workplace frenemies. Even workplace frenemies can make my life hard. Workplace frenemies can make my life super tiring. Now to that video, if you're still here, because your network is glitching now. So I want to be sure if you're here. Are you there?
I just got back. Yes, we had a little glitch. What were you saying, ma'am?
Okay. Okay. I said, as much as
Mm-hmm.
my HM doesn't have time, I have colleagues, right? My colleagues, in the midst of my colleagues,
Yes.
I have workplace frenemies that wants to even make the job stressful for me,
Mhm.
right? Now,
True.
in that
Yes.
case, when I'm talking about the workplace should be an happy place, that's a happy place, that's an umbrella thing. But in respect to that video, I am going to start from the
Mm-hmm.
top. I'm going to go from the top down.
Okay.
My child went to school in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
My child should close by 2 o'clock or 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 o'clock, my child is not back. 4 o'clock, my child is not back. Five, six, seven.
7.
That's where I'll pick it from. The level of nonchalant attitude. Yes,
Yes, I
people
get
will make
it.
excuses like, oh no, the mother is not around. She has gone to
Mm-hmm.
find what they will eat. Why do we
Mm-hmm.
have guardian? Why do we have community helpers? People who help us train children that they are not even the parent. All those things are effective when they say the mosques, the church, our neighbors help us put children together to make them develop. They are not telling lies. So
Yes.
if you could stay for 8 hours or
Mm-hmm.
7 hours or 6 hours and you don't see your child, if you are not taking your child as a sole priority, then who should take your child as a sole priority when you are not? That's for the parents. Now
Is a crazy crazy situation. Yes. Please go ahead.
the next
Mm-hmm.
one is
Mm-hmm.
okay. I think the last place I worked, whenever the school is closed, even if I go out of the school earlier than the close time, I call to check
Mm-hmm.
who has left, who is there, who is. I have a CCTV, and let's say it's not everybody that can do CCTV. That's why I use the
No.
call thing first. I call. I call the cleaner. I don't even call my subordinate. No, I call the cleaner, the
Okay.
facility person. Oh, who did you see? Who came to pick this child? Oh, this one. Oh, how many children do we have left in after school? Oh, we have this, we have that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me call mommy something. Oh, mommy something is running late. My job as the head of school. That is how extra
Mm-hmm.
I am. Some people might not do it, but I do it because I don't
It's
want
not
to
done.
sleep
It's
at
not done in
night.
public school. It's not done in public schools.
Ah,
No head
because
of school
of
is calling anybody.
because because of the capacity. Now that's why we
Okay.
have people down, the security, the
Mm-hmm.
even for public schools. I think they go in the night. The night guard goes in the night and check all the classroom because I went to a public
That's
school
the public
too.
school that's a public school that has a security. My school doesn't have security. We just lock the gate and we
Okay,
leave.
okay.
We,
So
mm,
I'm gonna
mhm.
so let's put it in that scenario. Let's say that school you're talking
Okay.
about is in Enugu and is a
Yes.
public school. Now,
Yes.
the witch, the witch that locked the child in the class. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about that person. Now, I'll
The
say
teacher.
something,
The teacher.
and
Yeah.
this thing I want to say is not African, it's not Nigerian, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay. Okay.
There's one major thing. We don't do psychological evaluation in Nigeria
No, we don't.
because we are just accepting, we are just even knowing that we are just talking about mental health now.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
our thing. Do you
No.
know? It's not something it's not a research or it's not fact finding. But even me as human, I know 80%
Mhm.
of people I see on the road, all of us, we are not normal.
You're not normal.
If there is this psychological evaluation for everybody, one of us will have
Yes.
one mental illness or the other. I am sorry to say that.
There's
Now,
always a five
in
minute madness.
the same word, you are a teacher. The first thing is empathy. I don't want to
Yes.
know. I don't want to know what the child has done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know. Empathy
Mm-hmm.
is the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
I first think if I lock this child in, what would they think of me?
Oh,
Me
exactly.
Oluwatobi.
Exactly.
Number one. Number two, I should be a guardian and a custodian to children's peace. For me as a teacher, in the first place. So in my
Mm-hmm.
head, even if I'm so upset, I'll be like, sometimes as teacher will be like, if I catch you, I'll
If I
use it to
catch
show
you.
God, but I'll not show you. But you can't because something that empathy is still holding you down. That no, I am not going to do that. I
Okay.
came from mental health to empathy.
Yes.
Empathy is a feeling that is connected to the brain, whether you like it or not.
True.
It's just the same way
Okay.
some people would decide to feel sad this minute and they're happy the
Mm-hmm.
next minute. is something that has to
Mm-hmm.
do with their brain. So, would you
Okay.
tell me someone is sane enough and
To lock a
empathetic enough?
child up. Oh,
Now, this one is not about salary. You came to work. This one is not
yes.
even about the happy place I mentioned before, because inside of you,
Mm-hmm.
innermost of you, you are not a good person. I don't want to know whatever has happened. Whatever
Obviously, the person
action
is
you
not.
bring, whatever action you exude at that moment, your reaction tells me who you are. So
Okay.
if possible, and I even now I want to think it the Nigerian way. Is the teacher a female or male?
We didn't get that. We didn't get that in the story,
So
whether the teacher is female or male.
maybe the teacher has plan to come and worry one the child and carry the child and go and chepe chepe chepe. That's my Nigerian brain now.
The child is a male. Is a male pupil in primary one. It's still small. Shouldn't have been locked up in the
Very
room at all
so
for
for
no
me,
reason.
I put it in the umbrella of mental psychosis
Mental
and lack
psychosis.
of empathy, because
Uh,
these things, they swing into the other. Because I wouldn't want to think of, okay, what might have happened from home that you want to pass the
mhm,
anger on the child. What has that child done?
mm.
It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not even sounding well to me. You locked the child. Do you have any interior motive? My Nigerian brain is telling me he or she has other plans, because
Okay,
you
so
locking the child up would not do
mhm.
anything for you.
It
You
doesn't make
wouldn't gain
any it doesn't
anything.
make any sense. Yes, because the child is going to even suffocate. Let's say the child suffocates. Let's say the child dies of hunger, because by the time the child was discovered, they passed food to that child from the window. Now, the reason why
Imagine.
this is so important that we talk about it, I wrote on my status that not everyone who knows how to teach is a teacher, because
No.
teachers are not people who are insane. We are people who care. We are not doing the job because okay, let's say we even got into the job because that's the only thing that was available. But like you mentioned, and I want to even repeat it for people who are just joining us, you spent almost 1 million or thereabout to get certified in the job. You got certified to be a teacher. So teachers that are, or people who are employed, should be trained to be empathetic. We are not there to kill the child or kill the children. Okay, take the second video for instance. I sent it to you. I don't know if you watched it. The parent was angry that the teacher had flogged this little girl. I don't know how old she is. She looked very small.
Like
Flogged
six
her to
years
the
old.
essence. No, the girl, was she up to 6? Is she does
Yes.
she doesn't look
Yes.
sick. She's
Four
six.
or
Okay.
six. Yes. I saw
And
the
she
video
was
too.
flogged, and she was flogged, and all her legs were red. The girl couldn't walk. Are we that inhumane? Are teachers that way? I don't think so. I don't think they are, or they should be. So we need to, start doing the country. I don't know. They need to start doing some trainings, take some teachers out of the system, close down some schools, because I'm going to blame everybody for that situation. The one that the boy was locked in, I'm going to blame the parents. How can you be so insensitive that you have not seen your child the whole day? My kids close at 3:30, and by 4, I've started agitating. Why are they not back? I've started calling people. So I'll now let my son stay in school. He's not boarding. He will stay in school till 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Let's say, okay, let's say the parent was part of the people who was doing the video and asking questions. You see, why did you have to wait till that time? So everybody has to be blamed. The parents are blamed, the school authorities should be blamed, the teacher herself or himself, whoever it is, also deserves. They should just sack the person. Sorry to say this, just fire the
And
person, and maybe the
IB,
money he's getting from
another
the job is not good
another
enough.
thing, another thing is, there's something happening in Nigerian British schools now. We
Okay,
teach children. We want children to be very highly
okay,
expressive now.
hmm,
So, if that school is a public school, we have about, let's say, 50 children of that age in that class. If not two or three of them, they will be working home together. based on the it's a rural area. That
They should
school, are
tell
they not
they should
teaching
tell their
children to
parents.
speak up?
Yes.
Have they killed their confidence to that extent? In this
Mm.
my own Lagos, if your own
Well, you
child did
you
not
just
tell
said it's
you,
pretty slow. Mm.
if your own child did not tell you, my teacher pinch me, if you are my friend and like we are friends, my children and yours, they are also friends, my child is going to tell me that, mommy, if you still what our teacher did to Diana today, pinch Diana. Diana did not talk. Oh, Diana was now crying. It's me, Cynthia's mom. I'll just carry my phone. Hello, mom, Diana. Check Diana's hand. I want to see something. That is how
Mhm.
expressive the British system is. And sometimes we are super overly expressive. But in this case, isn't it important for them to be expressive at this point? And for that beating thing, let me tell you something. The educational body in Nigeria doesn't have enough
Yes.
sanction. It doesn't have enough sanction. It doesn't have a body that looks into some certain things. Have you noticed
Yes.
we don't get any
Mhm.
sanction until they come on social media? We don't get to hear,
No, we
oh,
don't. We
they
don't get any
sacked,
sense.
they locked down this school because of this. There's something we call it in education.
Yes.
There's something. Oh, I forgot. It's like the right way of having the right way we behave in a school and the wrong way is like two opposite things. I'm trying to remember, but I cannot remember. Developmental appropriate practices gap and non-developmental appropriate practices. You know, those non-developmental appropriate
Practices.
practices
Mhm.
are things we are not supposed
Mm.
to see in the school setting at all. Now the government is supposed to build a body that will be watching out for those people
Okay.
that are not doing the developmental appropriate practices, but we don't have that body. Until that kind of body is formed in this our own country, we will always experience things like this over and over and over again. Until we come to social media, we don't see stuff. We don't have a body that looks at even our
We don't.
curriculum.
Yeah.
We don't have a body
Mm.
that looks at it that they are delivering well. Even the new standardized curriculum they brought. Have they gone to other schools?
Yes.
I know schools in this Lagos state that they are not doing it. They are still saying, why is how many subjects important? Why is 9 subjects important? Why is 12 subjects important? I know schools that are now following it up. Nobody is watching out for them. And if the government says something and you think it doesn't make sense, come up. You guys should build up a body and say, this is why we think this bill you passed is not making sense. But we don't have any of those things.
Mm.
And that's majorly what's
Those
killing
things.
us here, the educational system in Nigeria. So that's it for me.
That brings me to your last question. You always like to say you're the next minister for education. So tell us, what
Ah,
would you do
you
if you become the
know,
minister for education?
wow. You, okay, the first thing that would shock you, I mentioned it here today. Anyone and everybody that would be employed in the educational system in Nigeria will go through
Yes.
a psychological, mental assessment first.
Assessment.
No,
Yeah.
yes. Number two, teachers will be one of the highest paid industry. Like the education industry will be one of the highest paid. It can be the highest paid, but it will be one of the highest paid in the
Be one of
country.
the highest paid. Yes. They should be
Yes.
competing with
And then
salaries paid to multinational workers.
yes, and then you see that our own Nigeria curriculum that they think is not good.
Yes.
It just needs a remodeling and a repackage. And then Nigeria curriculum will be adopted in other countries. Just like um British is adopted here. Just
Yeah.
like we use
Mm-hmm.
some other methodologies and frameworks, we will have our own
Yeah.
frameworks that works. Because I don't know why
Mm-hmm.
we still have sisters in the UK, in the US, that they say their
Yeah.
children dropped, and we are the ones still teaching
Okay.
them in the UK or in the US or in Canada
Yeah.
now. So that's
Mm.
a testament of saying Nigerian education system is great. We are our sister our children are competing highly out there, highly. So once a parent notices, my child is better than this, when this child was in Nigeria, they get support, they get help
Mm.
for these children so that they can be at that
Yeah.
level. And that's the only thing, apart from the racism and all that there, that's the only thing
Yeah.
that makes our own people very proud, because their children are doing well
Mm-hmm.
educationally.
Doing
And
well.
then
Yeah.
yeah, that's something I would like to do.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, my small pepper. I've already explained why I call you small pepper. Thank you, everyone,
Of
for joining us
course, of
tonight.
course, of
Thank you for
course.
supporting me. You were the very
You're
first person who
welcome.
said to put you up on this show. From the very first
Of
time you saw the
course,
flyer, I am so
of
grateful.
course.
And
You're
it was
welcome.
a wonderful time with you. I'd like
Yeah,
to also plead with everyone else. Please subscribe if you want us to keep talking about our stories, our passion, and what we do. And then, so if you want to encourage us to grow, please subscribe to this channel. And then also come on board and tell your story. You never can tell who you'll be inspiring. We do hope and we pray that our educational system will definitely get better. We don't want to see teachers who are not empathetic towards their pupils. We don't want these stories that we heard today to keep to
of course.
continuing. We like to see some change. We like to see some teachers train themselves, get trained, and then help and impact our next generation. Thank you, Lua Toby. I'd like to
You're
let you go.
welcome.
Any last words? Any last words for people who are going to watch later and the ones who are watching already?
Okay, like she introduced, my name is Oluwatobi Oyedele, and yes, I am an educator. An educator with plenty steez. I carry plenty vibes and everything. And
Yes.
like she said, I tell myself that I'll be a minister of education in this country, and it's gonna happen. And you all out here, you're gonna support me, because we're gonna do greater things. We're gonna make it happen real time. And
Yeah.
by that time, you'll be proud to be an educator. You'll be proud to be a teacher. You'll be proud to know that this profession is something juicy. It's a very juicy
Yeah.
profession. We have lovely parents out there. Please keep an open mind. We have sweet
Mm-hmm.
parents out there, parents who will help you elevate, parents who will love you for you. And please always stand your ground once you know you're right. Either to parents, that's who I am, that's what I'm telling you. Once you know you're right, stand your ground. Either to the school owner, either to the parent. Don't be at fault. Oh. That's the only thing I don't take. Make sure you are not in the wrong. Once you're not in the wrong, make your claims and make them great. And you see, you're going to go hard. You're going to fail sometimes. It's going to haunt you sometimes. It's going to bite you in the face sometimes. I've got sacked for it. But I loved that I spoke up at that time, and I stood my ground, because it made me a better person. So always speak up when you're right, and love children, love them unconditionally. I love children around me. That's why I came into this job. So I want you to love them regardless of who they are, whether they are special, whether they are not special. Every child is special in their own way. And it's great coming here today. Ibere, you're doing so well. Don't look at the subscribers. Don't look at, one day you're just gonna blow up, and I'll be like, God, I was here, man. I was on this platform with baby, man. Don't do that. Stop playing. You
Thank
know,
you.
and don't one thing is, don't look at the views. Don't mind it.
No, I'm not. I'm
Don't
not.
look at the
I'm not
subscribe.
looking at
No, you
it.
will. You will want to see, when you wake up in the morning. How many
Yes, I
subscribers
do.
now? Don't look at it. That's not your drive. That's not why you started. Yeah, you did not start because of the likes or the follows or the subscribe buttons. You
Yeah.
did not start for that.
Thank
You started
you.
because you think it's something you should do, and it's gonna be great. Don't worry.
Yes.
Someone will
Yes.
just call you
That's
one
why I
day and
started.
say, "Please come and go and speak to the 10 local governments in Port Harcourt." You'll be like, "Hey, I am not," because some people
Thank
silently
you.
watch and you don't know. So,
Yeah.
my love, I love you, and well done.
thank you. I want to thank Damilola. Damilola, it says it's
Yes,
so great to
yes,
listen to a
yes.
passionate educator. Thank you, Minister in the
Thank
making.
you. Okay,
Thank you,
Minister in
Dami.
the making. Thank you, Miss Dami. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And Courage Ebube says it was awesome. So thank you all for
Oh,
joining.
thank
And
you.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
all
Thank
for your
you.
feedback. God bless
Thank
you
you
all and
so
have a
much.
very good
Amen.
night.
And you too.